I hereby call the Youth Commission meeting to order on Monday, October 21st, 2024 at 6:03 p.m. Recording Secretary, can you please conduct roll call?
Thank you. Commissioner Hernandez? Thank you. Commissioner Hernandez? Here. Commissioner Munoz?
Here.
Commissioner Fire Diaz?
Here.
Commissioner Fan?
Here.
Commissioner Ramirez? Vice Chair Benitez?
Here.
Chair Malcolm?
Here.
So we have 6 members present. That is a quorum.
Thank you, Recording Secretary. Next on the agenda, we have the Pledge of Allegiance. If able, will you please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance? Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we have the public comment section. This is the time for the commission to receive comments from the public. We will not accept any additional requests for speaker cards once we begin the public comment session. If you have not already, please submit your requests to the recording secretary. Speakers will have 3 minutes to speak. For speakers on Zoom, you must dial 9 from your phone or click the button labeled "Raise Your Hand Now" to be in the speaker queue once public comments commence. Recording Secretary, do you have any public speakers in person?
There are none.
Do we have any public speakers on Zoom?
There are none.
Thank you. Next is the consent calendar. Item 1 lists a report from staff on items 1 and 3.
Thank you, Chair. At this time, I'd like to call up our Executive Director of Libraries, Ryan Sternberg, to give his library report to you guys.
Thank you so much. So we have been busy at the Santa Ana Public Library. Despite our main library being closed, there's quite a few things happening across the city and at our other locations. The first thing I'd like to highlight for today's meeting is an upcoming author hour. And I'd like to invite everyone here to join us at the library on October 26th at our New Hope branch from 2 to 4 for an inspiring author hour with Luis Javier Rodriguez, who is a renowned poet, novelist, journalist, and Los Angeles poet laureate. He is a leading figure in contemporary Chicano literature. Rodriguez brings powerful insights into identity, community, and resilience to his work. He will be discussing his best-selling and award-winning memoir, Always Running, which is a gripping and honest account of his life as a young Chicano gang member in East LA. It is also about his journey to overcome these challenges and improve his life. Always Running is a New York Times notable book and winner of the Carl Sandburg Literary Award, praised for its raw portrayal of life on the streets and its message of hope and transformation. So please do not miss this unique opportunity to hear from one of the most influential voices in Chicano literature. And of course, you can contact our library staff or stop by our New Hope branch for more information or visit us on. The other thing I'd like to mention is the library recently received a grant, and that is a grant that is bringing back our Zip Book program. Now, some of you might not know about our Zip Book program. We had this in the past, and it's an opportunity to receive some grant funds from the California State Library, which is the Department of the State of California. And we were awarded $13,627 for this grant. It is an alternative model for interlibrary loan services that bridges the gap between a library's regular collection development practices, so how our librarians would normally order books for the community, and a home delivery service. So we did this the first time around during COVID, when people couldn't get into our buildings and get materials, we took advantage of these grant monies. And what happens is that through this program, patrons or people in the community can go online or come into the library and request that an item that we don't have in our collection be ordered directly through Amazon and shipped right to their house. So you get it from Amazon, so it's like delivery, it's like ordering it yourself from right from Amazon. So what's the purpose of this program? Well, first of all, it's to provide our community with speedy access to books they might not be able to access at the library that we don't have, right? And it's also to get more information from our community, which means a patron-driven collection development approach that brings to our attention topics, subjects, materials that might not be on our librarian's radar, we might not know about. A lot of the times when we do collection development, we're trying to meet our community's needs, right? So when we hear from people in the community, or they have an opportunity to say, hey, I want this book, then we're more directly hearing the needs and being able to fulfill those requests. So as long as Amazon has it, right? Because that is the grant's preferred vendor. So that is an exciting one. Like I said, we were awarded approximately $13,500 for that grant, and we will be starting that up real soon in the coming weeks here. Just in terms of programming, there's a few other fall programs that I want to cover. One is our Cover to Cover Fall Reading Program. That just began on October 5th and runs through November 16th. The Cover to Cover Fall Reading Program is fun because you get to win free In-N-Out burgers as you read, or have books read to you if you are a little one. So please take advantage of that. More information on that program is online on our website, and it's also in the packet here for you all. A couple of final program mentions. We are having a second annual Teen Time Monster Bash at El Salvador Community Center. I think some of you might stop by our Teen Time programs or have participated in those in the past. So thank you. Those are great programs. We love those. But this Teen Time Monster Mash will be on Halloween from 4 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. October 31st. It's for all teens ages 12 to 17, and it's just a fun Halloween party with spooky games, crafts, and snacks, and just a time to visit and hang out with them in a safe and fun environment. Next thing I want to feature is the Teen Time Friendsgiving program, where we will celebrate everything Thanksgiving. Just doing it a little bit early. This will be on Wednesday, November 27th at 4 o'clock p.m. to 5:30 p.m. and just a time to, again, celebrate, enjoy some delicious food, snacks, and drinks, and be with your friends or meet new friends. And the very, very last thing is a arty party pumpkin painting contest. This is at our other Teen Time location at the Garfield Community Center. If you're interested and want to paint some pumpkins, we have that Tuesday, October 22nd, tomorrow, from 4 o'clock p.m. to 5:30 p.m. So there's lots of other programs in my report, and of course you can go to our website under events, the Santa Ana Public Library's departmental page. You will see lots and lots more stuff to see everything that's going on throughout the month and the coming months as well. And with that, I am open for questions. Yes.
Really quickly, so I guess just for some background info, I am co-president of the National Honor Society at my school. And so with that being said, I'm definitely interested in helping out with like our volunteers. We have a total of 70 members. So that said, for the October 26th New Hope Library, the second annual Tea Time and the pumpkin decoration, do you guys need help with any of those?
We have a volunteer process, and the great thing about this meeting today is
Yeah.
that I have our principal librarian for young adults and teen services here, and she's gonna be providing a presentation, because I believe it was requested at our last council meeting, so guess what, you asked? To receive, and here we're gonna talk all about it. So maybe that's a great time, to, address all those questions to Cheryl, and she can help you, get set up. But yes, we are always interested in taking volunteers and, encouraging, people of all ages to volunteer at the library for all different types of, reasons. And we have a lot of different great opportunities, including our history room, she's got our programs, the helping out with our circulation staff, and Cheryl will talk about that.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions about Brooklyn? Well, thank you all.
All right, and now we have from the Santa Ana Zoo, Miss Mary Long. She's one of our management analysts with the Santa Ana Zoo report.
I'm Mary. Let's do some highlights for the zoo. I'd like to, big shout out to our animal care and our overall team on wildlife assistance. There were emergency evacuations from our rescue facility in, the Arrowhead area, and our team really came together with some, from another San Diego rescue and helped get all of the animals that they could move out of that facility and assist with caring for them and return them to that facility. So it was a really awesome feat of teamwork, and I'm very confident that it's pretty good. Shout out always the animal care team at the zoo. And a couple of things about zoo operations, we recently put in, this does not sound exciting, but a bunch of new perimeter fencing to help us secure animal and staff areas, and that I believe helped us with our recent USDA inspection, which we, looks like we had passed. So the USDA piece isn't in here, it just happened, but that fencing was instrumental for that. And in terms of other zoo operations, we're working toward increasing pathway accessibility with more concrete pathways being installed in the near future, so that we can upgrade some of the dirt pathway areas in the zoo to make sure that more visitors can experience the zoo fully and more easily. So hopefully we're breaking ground on that in the near future. Fingers crossed, as well as our giant river habitat has been under construction for some time, but that is progressing, and we're hoping that that will be complete in the near future as well, and then we can introduce giant river otters to the community, which we're very excited about the potential for that. We're working on some groundwater treatment and stormwater capture projects with the Orange County Water District and City of Santa Ana DOE Water Resources Department, and with Public Works for stormwater capturing projects. So if you come to the zoo, you may see some weird construction, and some of it is for that groundwater and stormwater partnership projects. And we recently held a college and career resource fair with SAUSD. Pretty big event, a successful event this year, lots of vendors out, lots of students out. We had an orchid show, same, we're partnered with the Fascinating Orchid Society, lots of visitors for that one. And we hope to continue that orchid show in the future. It's successful. And right now, this last weekend and this upcoming weekend, we have Go to the Zoo, which is our like family friendly, very not scary Halloween event for kids and adults alike. We always offer a certain number of free tickets for Santa Ana residents to go to the zoo. Those sold out like immediately this year. But if anyone asks, we are offering Zoom member discount for residents that come to go to the zoo if they were unable to get those free admissions. And the third Sunday of every month is always free for Santa Ana residents with approved ID. Which is awesome. I was not there yesterday, but I heard it was busy, so hopefully that's busy too. That's kind of the quick version. Sorry, there's a lot in here. I hope any question.
For the college and career resource fair, a lot of my friends and me, we were able to attend that one
Oh,
specifically, so. Oh, we weren't able to.
Oh, weren't, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay, are there any other college and career resource fair held at the zoo upcoming?
We don't have any plans for, this is like the third time that we've done that one with SAUSD. I'm not sure, when the next one will be at this point in time, but we'll try and promote it if it happens. Thank you. Got it. Thank you. My pleasure. Any questions?
I just have one question about the boo at the zoo. Is, about how many people do you think were at attendance at the boo at the zoo?
So far this year,
Yeah,
we had, let me see, I did the numbers earlier today, and it seems like we had almost 700 like order transactions. I can. I'm sorry, I wasn't there this weekend, I'll be there the upcoming weekend, but I think we had maybe 700 people each night, but I apologize if those numbers are off.
Yeah, I was there on Saturday and we had a little over 900 with everything counted, so it's like, she sees a part of it like that. And I know because I was there with Ollie, so, he was out there having a good time with that, but it was very well attended, very well liked, and if you guys are interested in going this coming weekend, you know, just please let me know, we would be more than happy to have our youth commission out there.
Thank you, I didn't even think to offer.
thank you.
My bad, quick question, do you guys have it for the 27th of October?
It's the upcoming weekend, so the next Saturday and Sunday,
Okay.
if that's the 20th, I should know the actual date. But yeah, it's always the like last 2 weekends in the month. The
Yeah,
second weekend does tend to be busier than the first, so it'll be at the 26th and the 27th.
26th and 27th, alright, I think. I don't know about the rest of these commissions, but I think this is definitely a great opportunity, because we've done Parks and Recs, right? And I don't think we've done this, well, we zoo, haven't done this one?
We haven't, but Santa Zoo is one of our divisions, so it is Parks and Rec still. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, if you guys are interested in coming, like I said, you have to show up for all our events, you know, our zoo team would be more than happy to have you there and maybe even be one of our mascot ambassadors with them too, to meet all the public, so it's a lot of fun.
Alright, I'm gonna just throw those out there, I think I could do this one better. Yeah, there's a discussion later on, but thank you.
I have a question, around what time does this take place?
The posted times for Blue Casino is 5:30 to 7:30, but it sounds like they started a little bit earlier this weekend, is that your impressions?
We opened up the gates a little bit earlier because we had a really big crowd out there, and we didn't want to keep them waiting, so we opened up a little bit earlier than at 5:30.
Who are the zoo event? Is there a demand for volunteers, and if there is the volunteer process, the volunteer application process the same as the lettering that was mentioned earlier?
So we have 2 ways to volunteer, one is with our nonprofit organization, the Friends of the Santa Ana Zoo, and there, we can do like a single day, sometimes volunteer waiver. The other process may be similar to the library where you go through the city specific volunteer registration process. I'm happy to double check on what that would look like either way, and then forward that information if that would be of interest. My pleasure.
Chair, could I ask for a motion?
Okay, sorry, is there a motion to approve the consent calendar?
I motion to approve consent calendar.
I second that.
Madam Secretary, can you please conduct the roll call votes?
Yes, thank you. Motion by Vice Chair Benitez, seconded by Commissioner Hernandez to approve consent calendar items 1, 2, and 3. Councilmember Hernandez, or Commissioner Hernandez? Yes, or no question?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Commissioner Munoz?
Yes.
Commissioner Cardenas?
Yes.
Commissioner Fan?
Yes.
Vice Chair Benitez?
Yes.
Chair Malcolm?
Yes.
With a 6 ayes, no nays, motion carries.
Next on the agenda is the business calendar. Number 4, proposed 2025 youth commission schedule and locations. Included in the packet is the proposed calendar of meetings of the youth commission for 2025. Executive Director Scott, do you have a presentation?
I do not have a presentation, but I do have the, like you said, you guys all have a list of the dates for our 2025. So basically, like I said, we went through, when we first met, we picked a date that would all be, where we all can meet and what time, which was the third Monday of the month at 6 p.m. here at City Hall in the council chambers. So as we get ready for 2025, we put out the whole year and then we go through it, and then I do put the third Monday of every month, and then I'll come back to you, and then we'd see where if we potentially have holidays or, things that coincide to where we can't have it. And on this one, there is one, and I would like to, so if you guys want to write it down, propose the January 20th, because that is a holiday, and the February 24th is, we do have something prior. If we'd like to combine those two and have a special meeting on February 6th, which would be here at the city council chambers. But as far as the rest from March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, those would all be on the third Mondays of the month. Now, something our Parks Commission does is they do a couple of them outside of City Hall. So for example, in 2024, we did a meeting at Santa Zoo, we did one at Rosita, and this Thursday we will be having our Parks and Rec Commission meeting out at Southwest Senior Center. So if that's something you guys would like to do, we take it on the road, just to get out, you can, or if you want to meet here at City Council chambers, we can. So I leave it to you guys for discussion, but I would suggest if we would combine the January and February's to February 6th, as is available and open. It could be another date, but that's what I'm suggesting you guys, that could work for all of us.
Is there any comments this time from anyone?
I'm fine with the February 16th.
Would it be the same time as right now?
Yes, our meetings will always be at 6 p.m. unless stated otherwise, correct? And it would always be on the third Monday unless stated otherwise, which then it would turn into a special meeting, which we are allowed to do.
Okay, sounds good.
I do like the idea of the February 6th date, and I think going somewhere else is like interesting for us all to get like a new experience.
I would say yes to having like some of the meetings like outside of the chambers, but also ideally, since we have had previous ones here, I think maybe having like half of them here, half of them out would be great. So it's like slowly like a transition, and then maybe in the future, if we wanna continue with that, we'll then just see it all on the website.
Okay, so I will come back to our next meeting. Like I said, we could start out slow, like we do with Parks Commission. I did 3 that were away for the year, so we have a total of 11. So out of 11, 3 will be away. And I will definitely pick San Azu as one of the spots because I think they're doing so many great things out there. And then I'll pick, I'll probably pick one of our senior centers, and then I'll pick one of our rec centers. Depending on when we do that, maybe we'll go out to Santa Anita, which is one of the new ones. It'd be nice to do it out there, or take out the Salgado. So I'll come back next meeting with, I guess what I present to you as a 2025 for y'all's approval, if that's good with you guys.
Is there a motion to approve the 2025 calendar meetings?
I motion to approve the 2025 calendar meetings.
I second the motion.
Madam Secretary, can you please conduct roll calls?
Thank you. A motion by Commissioner Paradias, seconded by Commissioner Munoz to approve the 2025 commission calendar meetings with the change of the January and February meetings to be held on February 6th. Commissioner Hernandez,
Yes.
Commissioner Munoz,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradias,
Yes.
Commissioner Pham. Yes. Vice Chair Benitez,
Yes.
Chair Makava,
Yes.
vote of 6 ayes, no nays, motion carries.
Now we will move on to item 5 of the business calendar. I will turn it over to Executive Director Mark Scott.
All right, so this is gonna be just a quick discussion of what, no, it's me, guys, that's not fair. It's just a talk. As we discussed, 2 meetings ago, you guys wanted to, get out there, so people know who you are and stuff like that. So I was talking to our city clerk here, if we can maybe do a staff presentation there at city council, where, I would come up, introduce you guys, but then each one of you would go up and onto the mic and introduce yourself to each council members. Yes, they kind of met you are, but you can go up there and talk a little about yourself, what your goals are, what you look for in the youth commission, just so they know, because I want you guys to be out there and you guys have been. So the question I have for you guys is, what city council do we want to look in doing this? As I know you guys got school, and our city councils are on the 1st and 3rd Tuesday of every month. So I know with December coming up, that might be a good time as you guys are kind of winding down at school or maybe on break. We have both in December, right? Yeah, so, or if we want to carry it into January, we can. I believe the one in November is, it's possible.
November 19th.
There is November 19th. I think we have time to put it on.
Yeah, it's in time to put it on the agenda, that's fine.
So we can do November 19th. We can do December 3rd, December 17th, or we can go into 2025, December 7th or 21st.
Not the 7th.
Not the 7th. So that was what this was for, to get you guys in front of council as your request, and so everyone can meet you and you guys show up your cool shirts.
Could you say the dates again, please?
So we have November 19th, December 3rd, December 17th, or January 21st. And this would be something where all 7 of you would be there.
December 3rd works for me.
Yeah, I think in December, because as a senior in November, that's when all college applications are due, and it means for college school months.
Okay,
I'm good, December 3rd.
As much as I'd like it to be in November, I have to agree with Steven about college applications, so December 3rd would work for me.
December 3rd would also work for me.
December 3rd would work for me as well.
all right. So then I will shoot for December 3rd and put a little packet together, and then I guess in the meantime, you guys want to work on a little speech. I know we want to keep it kind of brief, right, city clerk?
Yes.
So we'll have, probably give you guys about 2 minutes each-ish, maybe a little bit less. I don't know if you can talk for 2 minutes, but yes.
Oh, sorry, really quickly, what time would we
be there after, there would be a city council meeting.
Yes, so city councils scheduled to start at 5:30. Sometimes they start a little bit later.
Yeah.
We would be a little bit toward the front, so it might be around, I would say maybe 6 o'clock, about 6 o'clock-ish.
Okay.
Is there a motion to approve a date to visit a city council meeting?
I motion to approve city council meeting.
I second that.
Madam Secretary, can you please conduct a roll call vote?
A motion by Commissioner Benitez, seconded by Commissioner Hernandez to approve these commission visiting city council on December 3rd, 2024. Commissioner Hernandez,
Yes.
Commissioner Munoz,
Yes.
Commissioner Parra-Diaz,
Yes.
Commissioner Pham,
Yes.
Vice Chair Benitez. Yes. Chair Alphavon,
Yes.
vote is 6 ayes, no nays, motion carries.
Now we will move on to the informational items section of the agenda. I will turn it over to Executive Director Hogstaff.
Thank you, Chair. At this time, I'd like to turn it back over to our Santa Ana Public Library Executive Director, Brian Sturberg, where they will have a presentation for you on volunteer and internship opportunities.
Thank you very much, Executive Director Scott, and I will now turn it over to our Principal Librarian for Young Adult and Teen Services, Cheryl Everly.
Hi all, and thank you for having us here, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to share with you about volunteer internship opportunities in Santa Ana Public Library. So in 2023, 2024, we had 182 total active volunteers, and who did 1,889 total number of volunteer hours at the library. So that's quite a bit of volunteer hours. And we're very flexible with how you do your hours, because you're in school, you have responsibilities, you have family stuff, you have after school activities, so we are very flexible with that. Next slide. And to volunteer, your minimum volunteer age is 12 years old. And you start with the process by going to SantaAna.org volunteer program. So that's how you become a formal volunteer through the process. You click on the link for the Santa Ana Public Library opportunities. I do highly encourage everybody to go through this process because it opens up a lot of your possibilities and a lot of your opportunities. We do have one-time waiver for program, but this is the best route if you want to plan ahead. So let me go into our next volunteer opportunities. We have program assistance. So this is where if you want to assist with program preparation and implementation. So you can do the back end of preparing all the crafts and preparing the tech for a program and then implementing it. And these are programs for children, teens, adults, and their families. Some programs are like Stream Lab, which does a lot of science type programs and maker programs, a little fun time, story times, crafts, author hour, and maker programs. So this is prep beforehand and then do it during. And these are the programs that happen weekly, not bi-weekly. These are ongoing program help. There's also those of you who are, if you're a little bit more shyer and you like more organizing things by order and you like structure and you like, seeing books in great order, then circulation assistance. And that is to assist with shelving and cleaning books and materials. And it also assists with packing books and materials for renovation project. Last year and this year with our big renovation volunteers was super helpful with helping us pack books. Also with the circulation, you can also help with a library of things, cleaning up the stuff that we check out, bring in, all that kind of cool stuff. If you are a person that wants to do like a big group volunteer, you have special events, and you can assist with our big special events like Dia de los Niños, which is coming in April, right, this year, next year. Summer reading program, celebrations, and big special events that we do. Next slide. If you are someone that likes working with history and like digitizing, we have a Santa Ana history room, and you can assist with digitizing and archiving historical materials. The preference currently right now is for adult volunteers, as you will be assigned in City Hall. However, they are open and they are very responsible team and we love history and you enjoy it. They're open to interviewing and giving you a chance with that. We find that a lot of, folks or youth who are on the spectrum really enjoy the history room because it's, repetitive tasks and it's very kind of calming from Zen. And you get to see a lot of really cool historical documents and pictures of Santa Ana. We also have Friends of the Santa Ana Public Library. They're currently seeking members. They're not active right now because they used to do, book sales and stuff. But they're in a transition phase and they're looking for people who could be part of, their leadership and to help them really become a great fundraising organization for the library. So this is a great time if you want to kind of be on the ground up. We also have opportunities for volunteers to lead programs. So volunteers can come in and you can actually propose a program or workshop that you would like to implement for our community. So that you're a school group and you want to propose a program, you can. We've had 2 such programs happen already. We've had a financial literacy workshop. A young man came in and he did a whole bunch of workshops on financial literacy. We had a young girl do a photography program at El Sal Teen Time. So, and that's really something that's open. It takes time because you have to make a proposal, you have to learn all that kind of process, but we'll help you through it. Next. We also have a teen leadership committee, and that is for teens ages 12 to 17. And we have 2 locations, the Garfield Center Teen Time Program and the El Salvador Center Teen Time Program. Basically, you are a leadership group. You help plan and you implement programs and activities for the community, but you also provide input on books and materials that we want to get. But it really is to grow yourself into future leaders, which you all are, but also to implement programs directly in the community where it's at. So you're at El Salvador Teen Time, we do your programs there, Garfield and Garfield. And we're really open to testing all kinds of stuff. So next slide. Next, I want to go into our interns at the Santa Ana Public Library. For fiscal year 23-24, we had 37 interns, and they did over 10,034 number of intern hours at the library. Our interns were so helpful when we had to pack up the main library. It was just, invaluable help. And interns, we've had interns at the library for a long time, couple of librarians who one principal librarian and several senior librarians all started out as teen interns in the library. We kind of followed a path there. So we have a good track record. Next slide. So the way we do our internships is through paid internships in partnership with the Work Center Santa Ana Youth Employment Program. So the same program will do paid internships. I think it's up to 200 hours. And the range is from 16 to 30 years. And the way you apply for this is you would go through the Santa Ana or Youth Employment Program. It's a great opportunity. Next slide. Types of intern activities. Currently, we have a California for All grant project. That initial picture you saw were interns at an unconference presenting the projects they did for California for All grant. And those projects had to cover areas of food insecurity, community sustainability, health and wellness, and climate change to kind of implement in our state and see, changes. And so interns assigned at the library develop media content and propose projects that can be implemented in Santa Ana, like I said, to address topics of food insecurity, climate change, community sustainability, and this year we added artificial intelligence as a subject area for you to explore. Program assistance, same thing, you can assist with program preparation and implementation for children, teens, adults, and special events, again, assist with special events, but interns, we get to do a lot more extra stuff in special events, planning, a lot of implementation, more organizing sort of area. Sorry. Other types of interns activities, same thing with the Santa Ana History Room, historical materials, circulation, and also interns can also propose programs and workshops that we want to lead. In fact, we kind of really do encourage our interns to develop their own programs and give you an opportunity to develop something from beginning to end and implement it in a community setting with community members. Interns will also help with the team leadership committee and will provide mentorship to teens ages 12 and 17. So this is peer mentorship for teens, 12 to 17. The locations for the team leadership committee mentor interns is Garfield 17 time and El Salvador 17 time. Activities once again help plan and implement programs and special events for teens in the community and provide input for books and materials. And these are the locations you can volunteer, do internships at: New Hope Library, 122 North New Hope Street; Garfield 17 time, which is 501 North Lacey Street; and El Salvador 17 time, which is 1825 West Civic Center Drive. So these are all great locations for you to contribute and get some good volunteer hours and experience. And that is it for me. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Any questions?
Yes, I do have a question, for the youth employment program, the recruitment, is it a rolling recruitment process, or is it a one-time thing where the recruitment opens and then closes?
This year they're doing a different thing. It used to be a rolling recruitment, but this year they're doing it in quarters. So the next quarter that you are eligible to apply for an internship program will be for winter quarter, and they're taking applications right now. And I think it will start in January, I believe. Then there's the spring, and then there is the summer. A really special component that the youth employment program we're doing with the California for All grant is that we're building a special AI focused internship project. So in partnership with Orange County CEO Leadership Alliance, 8 interns from the cohort set will be picked for a special summer-based internship, paid internship at an AI-based county organization and county business. So it's a great opportunity to get working on there. And then if you are assigned and you pick the library as your assignment spot, you'll be able to do programs at the various library sites based on those topics. Highly recommend you apply.
I just quickly want to touch up on what I had mentioned / asked earlier, the October 26th New Hope Library, the second annual tea time and pumpkin decoration for those ones. I remember about it getting too confusing. On your guys' end, like, would we submit, cause I know you mentioned something about like if there's a big group of people who are looking to volunteer, it would be through the website, correct?
Yes, and we do have, the recommendation is go through the process, go on the website, because and give yourself time.
Yeah,
So that October one is a quick turnaround. So we probably won't be able to accommodate a large group to help with that one because everything's pre-planned ahead of time. So my recommendation is to give yourself at least a good 3 months sort of lead time. So start applying now for stuff you want to plan like in January, February. So it gives yourself some time. That's my best recommendation.
alright, and then that's like your guys' way also like keeping it organized on y'all's end, correct?
Yes, that's how we do it, yeah.
Alright, I just want to consider it.
Yeah, that totally, and if you have a school group, you can pitch a program that you would like to do at the library or do in the community center. And, and we can kind of work together and make that happen and help you through that to get yourself in the volunteer. But the first step really, if you're interested, is to right now go into, not right now, but go through the city's volunteer website and start the process.
Alright.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I never really knew about these programs or anything until now, so I was wondering, there should be like more promotions for students. Cause like sending them, like, not ads, but like through their email, cause I did an internship in the summer, and that's the only way like I knew about them, like sending them through their Gmail. So I think that would be a very good idea.
Yeah, That's a great comment. Yeah, and we're always looking for new ways to promote programs to students and the community in general. I have mentioned that, we do submit a newsletter, through San Ana Unified School District. It's called Peach Jar, and I believe that gets out electronically to all the schools, or they should be. So let me know if you are receiving that through your school, and if not, we can make sure that that gets there. And, also, we'll start working towards maybe dropping off some paper flyers at school, for, your teachers and staff at the schools to maybe put up on a bulletin board or something else like that. But a lot of times the way is getting it out there, electronically, because that way, it hopefully will get into everybody's email or into the classroom as a part of your announcement. And so we do submit, through Peach Jar as well. And of course, there's always our website, our social media. It's a great place if you're ever interested in saying, hey, what's going on at the library? We have it all, there. It's all one spot on our website, really easy to find. We have an event calendar, we have an interactive event calendar. So it's all there. But I think there was a comment last time about, maybe getting some, paper, some paper handouts out to the schools. So yeah, we'll definitely start, passing a few of those out as well.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, if you ever you wanna read the flyers here, I could post it myself.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I'll reach out to the district though, and make sure we can get some paper copies out to some of the schools as well. But I will take you up on that, because it can be challenging to get the paper out everywhere, and the logistics of the paper copies going to where they need to get to. So we'll try to get a few of those, but, also, watch in terms of our digital formats, watch all of those, and those are always updated and available to see what's going on at the library, because there's always new things coming. Any other questions?
This is more of a comment, but I do recall when it was my freshman year, I was from background information, I'm a senior. So it has been a while since then, but I recall that freshman year, and even sophomore year, a bunch of my classmates, they signed up to volunteer at the San Ana Library. And for many of them, it was a slow process. So has that since then changed? Because I think that has, at least for my feeling at my school, it did push away a couple of people from wanting to volunteer. And yeah, has that overall improved since then?
Number one, it is a bit of a slow process, but also we have capacity limits. So we can only take so many volunteers at one time. It's a great problem to have when you want a lot of kids want to come volunteer, but also trying to make sure that there's enough stuff for them to do. So it's a capacity issue. We can have, bigger groups for when we have programs, but we do let everybody know. It takes a little bit of time.
All right.
Yeah, because, we follow our city's process for getting people on board, so that process is, that you can do that as we discussed, get that started online. But really what Cheryl's getting at is we wanna make sure if you're coming to volunteer, or you're interested in being in charge, we wanna make sure that you have a positive quality experience, right? So we don't wanna take on, we do get a lot of requests for volunteers, and that's a great problem to have, as Cheryl mentioned, but we wanna make sure that when you or your friends or anyone, anyone in the community, especially, a youth or a student, we wanna make sure that your experience is top notch. So we don't wanna take on too much and then not have, enough to offer you in terms of, the experience. So, yeah, sometimes it can be, but we'll do our best and we always do our best to try to fit people in, as soon as possible, whenever we have a good opportunity. So if you're interested in, group volunteering, come out and reach out to the library, start the process online, and we'll definitely try to make sure you get it. It's quick as possible.
All right, with you mentioning that, I did just think of something, I don't know if it'd be possible.
Yeah.
But maybe having Okay, like how do you like to set up those libraries and volunteering opportunities, maybe even internships like a sub part? And like, I don't know, like let's say it's love like that, the school, or not like with the counselors and such. I think that would also be a great way. That way like students know directly who they can ask and such. Although I do recognize that that would be a bit more workload for people and, yeah. It's just something I thought of right
Yeah,
now.
no, that's a really good, comment, yeah, we can definitely take that into consideration.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks.
To relate to her comment about clubs, in my school, clubs are really, like, well received, and a lot of people pay attention to that. So if that were something to be implemented, I'm sure a lot of people will take notice of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I comment on something? I think this presentation does a really good job of expressing or channeling all the opportunities that you guys have available, and I know a lot of us have leadership opportunities in clubs and organizations, so, if we could have, or if we could have this specific presentation and then present it to club members that are seniors or juniors, I think it's a great and efficient way to just channel these opportunities out. Like, send this presentation to us and then we can present it to your other students.
Yeah, we can definitely get you the presentation and it's made available for our packet here, so yeah, if you wanna. Go back and share with your friends and other students and with the clubs themselves, that's actually a really great way to, I think, go about it, so yeah. We'll make sure it gets out to you. Yeah, you're welcome. Any other questions or comments? Oh,
I like to say that I just second that. I think it's really good. I don't know. I think it'd just be like a refreshing way to like show it across schools and like reinforce that, I guess. And on top of that, it would also help the youth commission become better well known and start building that bridge between youth and the city all over. It's a comment. Right?
Yeah, I love it, and we might be able to, send you a couple of other handouts and maybe that you could pass out to your friends or other students in the clubs and, be like a one pager or something to help you kind of, hey, if you're interested in volunteering here, here's the steps and here's how to do it. We already have stuff like that ready to go, so it certainly would not be hard for us to share. And then you can start the work. It's really great, thank you all. We're excited.
Thank you for the presentations. Now we are at. Okay, we are now at the commissioner comments. Now, is there any commission member comments? Commissioner Hernandez?
I would like to say thank you for the presentation, thank you for your time. Let us know and inform us about all these opportunities. I think this was a great meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Munoz?
To also add on to that, I think, there is a lot of opportunity, especially, for the youth. And I have a lot of friends like who would likely be interested in that, especially the seniors and juniors as they look for what they would like to do. And for the Santa Ana Zoo, I really appreciated the presentation as well. I definitely want to attend those kind of events and be present there. My family often goes to the Santa Ana Zoo, and when I was a child, I went there a lot too. So it does mean a lot to me. Thank you.
Commissioner Paradies?
I honestly really like, street art but I really like the presentation. I think for many of us, it aligns with what we want, more opportunities for youth. That said, I did have a question I just thought about. Do you guys by chance have like guest speakers or such? Because
I'm really asking this because for NHS National Honor Society, the club that I'm the president of, I'm hoping maybe perhaps we can get a guest speaker from the public library. And that would also give a face to the library and such.
Yes, definitely, we can arrange for that as well, and Cheryl can help you, get that set up.
Alright.
And have somebody can come out to the school and give a presentation for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think those further information.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that type of thing. So I would want to, come out and share,
Alright,
we attend community events all the time, so yeah.
alright, thank you.
Commissioner Pam?
Just like everyone else has said, thank you so much for presenting this information. I actually run a civics action club at my school, and so I'm always looking for ways to get students involved in the community, and so this is such a great, load of information that I'm able to present to them. And also, I second the motion of having a guest speaker. We've had guest speakers before to propel civics action in students. So, yeah, it would give like a face to the information that I'm presenting. Thank you. Thank you to you too.
Vice Chair Benitez?
Oh, they said it all, but I have to thank you guys again for coming out here to speak and educating us on more opportunities. And I do think that what they have mentioned is great, because I do know a lot of seniors and juniors who need their community hours in order to graduate. So, thank you.
I would like, as everybody has said, I would like to thank you guys for coming out and sharing us all this great information. And, I just wanted to give a shout out to the people who helped with the Mid-Autumn Festival. The Mid-Autumn Festival was I attended it, it was an awesome turnout. I enjoyed watching the line dances, and the dragon dance, just wanted to give them a shout out. Then I wanted to wish everybody to have like a fun and safe Halloween. And that's it, Executive Director, Scott, do you have any closing comments?
Yeah, just a couple of things. Again, I want to thank you guys for being here. This is the first time that we actually had our new form. We're gonna do a thing where we bring in two of our divisions and one of our agencies to show what's going on. So, this meeting, we had our library and our Santa Ana Zoo. Next meeting, we will have our Parks and Recreation report, as well as our Parks Maintenance and Planning report, so you can see all the stuff that's going on that side. And then we'll switch back over. A couple of things like we did talk about earlier, we do have our Boo at the Zoo, this, coming weekend again from 5:30 to 7:30 outside of the zoo on Saturday and Sunday. I will send you guys out an email if you guys are interested in coming out and hanging out with us. And then also coming up, it's about a month away, but we did put out the, post today. We have our Plaza Navideña on Saturday, November 3rd, which will be our city tree lighting out there at Calle Cuatro. So hopefully you guys can join us out there for that. And other than that, just want to thank you guys for all being here. Hope we can get that number 7 here, our next meeting, but that's all I have, and thank you guys.
Thank you. And now, the next youth commission is scheduled for Monday, November 18th in the Ross Annex Room. 1600 at 6 p.m. I hereby adjourn the meeting at 7 p.m. exactly.